Hey guys, welcome back. This is Emmanuel Wanyama. I hope this session is blessing you. The series is so powerful, and I hope you're being blessed. I hope you're getting the knowledge that is needed, and I hope most importantly you are able to implement the knowledge that you are learning. The Bible says that my people do not perish for anything but for lack of knowledge. Knowledge is power. What you know determines how far you go. Information is the key to transformation. If you are not in the know, you cannot be in the flow, right? So those are the major things that are needed really in your life. Is first to have knowledge. Once you have knowledge, 70% of your problems will be solved. So let's continue. I hope you visited the last video, and if you did not, the link again will be attached in the description below. We said last time that there are 3 or 4 things that are needed, the assignment of every parent and every guardian. One, we said love and affection. The second one is discipline and correction. The Bible says that spare the rod and spoil the child. There is a Swahili proverb, allow me to for the Swahili people, that says that samaki mkunje angali mbichi. There are things every parent must be able to correct a child in the early stages of life, because there is a law called the law of the first. And the law of the first states that the first things that happen in the lives, the things that are first in the life of every man, they usually create, they are a prediction of what will happen in the subsequent in the future, right? So let's use an example of your first relationship. Your first relationship subsequently affects how you'll be able to respond to other relationships. The first time you get a salary determines the way you use your first money when you are employed, determines how you'll be able to use all the subsequent amounts of money that will be flowing to your account. And one of the things that you need to understand is that you need to discipline and correct your child early. Discipline does not mean flogging. Discipline does not mean beating. Discipline does not mean abusing. And one of the things that I've seen with most parents and most guardians is that they usually come to a point, because they are strict on discipline, they beat the hell out of their children, and you realize that there is a resentment that occurs as a result of that extreme discipline. Remember the 3 keys that I told you about, the 3 blunders that take place at the family level? 1, we said lack of discipline. 2, we said extreme discipline. Thirdly, we said childhood traumas. You can visit the videos and get all the other points, but there are families that you realize the children are being tortured. There are schools that you enter into. It is not just discipline. It is anger that is being compiled over time and being released on the children. Discipline does not mean flogging, I repeat. So what is discipline? Discipline means correction with love. I repeat, correction with love. And one of the things that I would like to advise us, never discipline your child in a fit of anger. Never discipline your child in a fit of anger. So that is the second thing every parent must be able, and every guardian must do: discipline and correction. Sometimes when we are disciplining our children, things to avoid heavy flogging, avoid verbal abuse. Most children today are depressed because their parents spoke to them words that were completely wrong. Their parents, in a fit to discipline them, abuse them, they call them bad names, they call them stupid. And you see, as a parent, one of the things that you'll be discovering even from this series, your opinion concerning your child matters a lot. It is your first opinion to your child that matters a lot beyond the opinions of other people. So you must be able to avoid verbal abuse. Be careful with the mouth, with the words that you are speaking to your child. Some of us, in our fit of anger, we do not know that we are cursing our children. We are creating pain, we are creating depression, because you see, one of the things that people, I was reading a statement that says people can forget what you said, but they can never forget how you said it. So you can correct your child and you tell your child, don't do this, or you do this wrong, but there's a way you can say it, compile it to the verbal abuse. Instead of correcting, you are piling up anger. That is why most of the families today are breaking, because they have not understood this aspect. So that is the second thing: discipline and correction. The third thing is values and virtues. The Bible says in the book of Proverbs chapter number 22 verse 6 that train up a child in the way that he should go, and when he is old he will not depart from it. What that means is that you must be able to transfer your values, your personal convictions to your child. Listen to me, success without a successor is purely failure. If you cannot be able to release your convictions, the things that you believe into your child, really you are not a true parent. Why? Because one of the things you realize, and this is one of my personal convictions, that the first evangelist in the life of every child should not be a preacher from the church. Virtues and values of diligence and hard work, values and virtues of purity and modesty, these are the things that you need to release into your child. So for this video, number one we have said is discipline and correction. Number two we have said is values and virtues, the ability of you to transfer the things, your convictions, into your child. I hope you have been blessed by this video. See you in the next.